Hey guys, I'm Charlie Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my Booktube-A-Thon wrap up. If you have watched my Booktube-A-Thon TBR, you know I've set myself the goal to read 7 books. I can tell you beforehand, I did not complete that goal because I quit the Booktube-A-Thon at day 6. I will tell you why. I quit because I hadn't gone outside in 5 days and I was feeling very badly. I was not feeling healthy at all. When I do something like this, I am totally set on completing it and fulfilling my goals, but I think I set my goal a bit too high because I need to go outside, guys. I needed to, and I was well on my way to finish all of the books. I would have finished all of the books on my TBR if I would have gone through with it, but I didn't because I didn't feel well. So that is my explanation for only reading 4 books, which is still a really big accomplishment. The first book I finished was Amy and Roger's epic Detour by Matson, and I can tell you already I was disappointed by this one. Point 1 is I don't like playlists in books. It stresses me out because it had like 10 playlists and it had 192 songs in total, and I don't know why I'm supposed to listen to all of these songs, and it just stresses me out. The second point was Amy did not end up with the person I wanted her to end up with, which, I mean, obviously she ended up with the person who is in the title of the book, which is Roger, but I didn't want her to end up with Roger because I didn't feel any chemistry between these two characters. I didn't think they fit together well at all, and I don't know how they fell in love with each other because they barely talk to each other. What I also don't get is they went on a road trip together and Amy's mother had this whole road trip planned out, hotels booked, everything, and then they just decided together to take a detour, but I don't get it. They barely knew each other. They didn't even know each other, and they decided to go all the way around the United States and just upset Amy's mother even more. So the second book I read was The Winner's Curse by Rutkoski, and I rated this one 4 stars. I love the political intrigue in this. So much strategizing. It wasn't surprising at all. I wasn't surprised by any of the plot twists really in this. It was a predictable read for me, but I actually really liked Erin and Kestrel as a couple. I really liked them. Obviously something went a bit wrong there, but I really still like them. I think they have chemistry together, and I saw some people describing them as insta-love, and I can see where that comes from, but for me it didn't really feel like insta-love because of Marie Rutkoski's writing. I think she did it really well, and I think they were attracted to each other from the beginning, obviously, but I don't think there was any love there or love at first sight. I didn't feel that way at all. The third book I read was The Deal, which is the first book in the Off-Campus series by Elle. It is a new adult contemporary series that takes place in a college setting, and so good. I rated this one 4 stars also. The main couple in this book, I liked them so much together. The male main character was a hockey player, and the female main character was going to try and tutor him because he had an insufficient grade and he needed to have a higher grade to be able to play. I love how they started out as total strangers and they didn't really like each other, and then they started to become friends. They were friends for a good part of this book, but they obviously were attracted to each other and they start to realize this more and more, and I thought it was so cute, and honestly can't wait to read the second book in the series, which is a companion novel and follows different characters. I don't really know who it follows. I think it was one of the male main character's friends, and I am so excited. I can't wait. I now know why everyone is so excited about this series, because it is so good. It is a new adult romance I really liked, and after the summer series by CJ Duggan, which I mention in every single fucking video, I was looking for a new adult series that I would really like, and I think I found it. And the fourth and last book I read during the Booktube-A-Thon was Summerlost by Elle. This is Elle Condie's middle grade novel. I read Elle Condie's Match trilogy when I was much younger, and I really loved it. So I wanted to read something else by her, and I wasn't really interested in her book Atlantia, I believe. So I picked up Summerlost, which recently came out, and I rated it 3 stars. I am not the biggest fan of middle grade, and I noticed that in this book. The writing was so juvenile. I'm not just saying that. I particularly noticed it in this book, even more than I usually do in middle grade novels. It was so juvenile. I like the premise of the book, and I liked reading something else by Elle, Condie, but I felt like it was so different from my Match trilogy, which I really loved, you know. And I thought the ending of this book was really great, and I cried because there were some beautiful quotes in this. Elle Condie managed to implement some beautiful things in this. There was no romance in this, by the way. It was all just friendship, and I really, really liked that. And I think the relationships in this book were particularly well thought out and managed. I liked it, I did. It's just I'm really not a middle grade person. Just the writing style bothered me, and the whole overall premise and story and relationships were really great, but just the writing style. Now let's talk about the 3 books I didn't manage to finish. The first one was Persuasion by Jane Austen. I am almost finished with this. I am in a huge reading slump after the Booktube-A-Thon. I just really don't feel like reading anymore, but I'm in the middle of these 3 books I haven't finished, obviously. But I'm almost done with Persuasion. I read a little of that yesterday, and I'm liking it so far. I still think I like Emma more than this one, but I'm getting through Persuasion quicker than I did when I was going through Emma, and I'm really liking it so far. I am definitely going to read all of Jane Austen's classics and then move on to a different author's classics, but I think I will stick to Jane Austen for now. And the second book I'm in the middle of is 5 Days in Paris by Danielle. Actually, not in the middle of. I am not that far in. Well, a third of it, I would say. And I haven't read this in like a week, so I can't really tell you what it's about anymore, but I'm on chapter 4. And I will read this soon enough because I do want to finish it, because I have a lot of Danielle books I want to read, and I was really excited for this one. So I will finish it. And the third book was Night Film by Marisha Pessl. I'm so in love with this book. Honestly, on my reread, I fell in love with this all over again. This is how far I'm in. I am 400 pages in, and this is a 600 page book, or almost 600 pages, 599 to be exact. But I am almost there, 200 more pages to go, and I obviously don't know how this ends, but I'm really excited for it, and I'm just excited to start reading again. And I am participating in a readathon soon, which I will upload my TBR soon of, which I'm really excited for, so I won't be as competitive and I won't be pushing myself to read everything. I'm just going to have fun. This is my Booktube-A-Thon wrap up. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know down below, what did you read during the Booktube-A-Thon? Did you have a hard time like I did? Did you have the most amazing reading week of your life? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!